Hey guys, JNasty here. What is up guys? So today's video is I'm going to talk about what I would change with Call of Duty right now, dating all the way back to Black Ops 2 and stuff like that, and I would try, like, these are the things that I would introduce in the next Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 4, or if I was just a dev in general. So I kind of want to talk about some things. And first off, foremost, if you guys, this is like a debate kind of. We're master debaters here, and I want you guys to, if you agree with me, leave a comment. If you disagree with some points, leave your comment, leave your counter argument below. So first off, I kind of want to talk about some things. First off, I want to talk about the Pick 10 system and the Pick 13 system. So what I've noticed with the Pick 10 and the Pick 13 system is that you can abuse stealth perks more. And what I mean by this is in a Pick 10 system, you can pick up Blind Eye and Ghost in Blind Eye, Ghost, and Cold Blooded in Black Ops 2. In Advanced Warfare, you can pick on Low Profile, what is it called? Blast Suppressor, and what is it? I don't even know the other perk. You can pick three stealth perks again in the same perk slot with your class setups. And what I would do in my perk system is I would introduce pro perks again. I feel like one perk per slot is what you need. Now, in competitive gaming, the Pick 10 works really, really well, but let's be honest, competitive gaming is 1% of the majority of the players. It's 1% of the players that are playing Call of Duty. And it doesn't make sense to make the game directly for competitive players, if that makes any sense. And that's why I don't agree with the Pick 10. I feel it's more geared toward competitive gaming, or you could just do, actually, for competitive, you could just do a Pick 10 and then your normal, traditional pro perks, which I totally fucking agree with, and I really miss. I miss pro perks. But what I would do is I pick Cold Blooded, Blind Eye, and Ghost all in the same perk slot, and then I pick the best non-stealth perks. Probably just one of the best, maybe probably two of the best non-stealth perks that would, and I put them all in that same category, that first category. Because usually with Call of Duty, Ghost is competing against Flat Jacket. That's like the #1 perk that Ghost is competing with. And if you think about it, guys, when somebody's wearing Ghost, most of the times they're playing passive. They're not really going in the spawns and stuff like that. They're playing passive. Why would they need Flat Jacket? You know what I mean? If they're not going to come out of mid-map, if they're just going to sit in the back of the spawn, they don't need Flat Jacket, and there's no point for Flat Jacket. There's nothing to compete with the stealth perks right now. There needs to be perks that people want to choose, and people, like, when people are showing up on the UAV, it's a good thing. It really is a good thing. I don't wear Ghost. I've never worn Ghost since fucking Black Ops 1. I've never even picked that perk. Or hell, I don't run Ghost on my class. The only one I do run it on is Advanced Warfare, because it's just UAV spam. That's like the only streak people can get is UAVs in that. So you're forced to wear that. You're forced to wear Blast Suppressor. And you're forced to wear. You don't really need to wear Blind Eye, but it's personal preference. There's no good perks in Advanced Warfare, is what I'm pretty much trying to say, except for the stealth perks. No point not wearing those. So I would kind of compete with the stealth perks. I think stealth perks are too good right now, and I think they need to be shittier, and I think they need to compete with some really, really good perks, some other really good perks. Some other things that I would change with Call of Duty right now is faster health regeneration and faster reloads. I feel like on a submachine gun class or a shotgun class, your health should regenerate faster and you should reload faster. With SMGs and shotguns, you're going to get up close and personal. Therefore, your health should regenerate a little bit quicker and you should reload a little bit quicker than somebody with an assault rifle. I think it's a really, really good idea. And I feel like when you get to an assault rifle, it should be kind of like normal reload, normal health regen. And when you get to like an LMG or something, your health should regenerate even slower and the reload should be even slower. Now, and why I'm saying this is because when you use an LMG, nobody's rushing with the fucking LMG. Let's be real, guys. You're going to be playing passive with an LMG. And I think with the slower health regen, I think it'd be easier to persuade people not to use that class. Maybe switch to an AR. And maybe switch to an SMG. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get people to not use LMGs because I feel like right now Call of Duty is very AR LMG dominant with snipers and then SMGs and then shotguns. I really, really feel like SMGs have been slacking these last couple of years. And I feel like Modern Warfare 3 had really good SMGs, and a lot of people used SMGs in Modern Warfare 3. And a lot of people complain about the MP7 being some godlike gun. And to be honest with you, I could use a P90, I could use the even hell, after the SMG buffs, I could use the PM9. I thought MW3 had really good gun balance because you could use a sniper well, you could use a shotgun well, you can use a submachine gun well, you could use an ACR well, and you can even wallbang on terminal with an LMG like a douchebag. So I thought MW3 weapon balancing was good, and that's just my opinion. I think as snipers were a little too good, but when I'm using a sniper, I feel like they're kind of balanced when I'm using against other snipers. But when I'm red gunning and people are sniping, it's just a game of chance, really. It's like a 50-50. If he lands his shot, you're dead, and you can't really outplay him, which kind of sucks about sniping. Now, let me talk to my third, or I don't even know. I'm not even going to list them. Something else that I would change is I would change head glitching and the headshot multiplier. I would actually remove head glitching completely from the maps, and I would also simplify the maps, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But I would completely remove head glitching from Call of Duty. On Counter-Strike Global Offensive, head glitching is not a problem because it's easier to control your aim in one tap. You can pre-aim the head glitches and just one tap some player. It's actually very easy to kill somebody that is head glitching in Counter-Strike if you're a semi-good player. But in Call of Duty, head glitching is a power position, and it's very difficult to deal with, especially on console, just because the aim assist is so strong. And when you shoot somebody in the head, the first bullet doesn't actually kill that player. If you didn't know this, it takes multiple shots with an SMG AR to kill somebody in the head if they're head glitching. So that kind of defeats the point of having a headshot multiplier to begin with. And most of the times with the headshot multiplier, the only times you're going to get somebody's getting a headshot on you is when they get a view kick headshot. That's when you shoot them and then they shoot second, and when they're shooting, their recoil, because you're hitting them, goes up real quick, and the bullet goes into your head, and it instantly kills you pretty much. So I'd remove the headshot multiplier, and I would remove head glitching from the maps in general. And also I'd simplify the maps down. Minimal verticality with very simple maps. My favorite maps in Call of Duty are Grid, WMD, Radiation, Bootleg, Seatown, Underground. Those maps are very non-vertical, and they're very fast-paced with a lot of flow. Those are the types of maps that you want in a game, and I'm sick and tired of Call of Duty adding all this verticality, all these tunnels, and all these fucking dumb-ass spots in the map that nobody really uses, and I'm really, really sick of it. And there's too much shit going on the map. So what I mean by shit, there's too much objects on the map. Just simplify the maps down, put some power points in the middle of the map, and you got a solid map. 3-lane map with limited verticality. It plays well. That's what fucking people like in Call of Duty, man. Not a lot of people like this double jump bullshit. Just make it simple, man. We want simple shit. Like CSGO, if you guys don't know, CSGO is blowing up, and they've been playing the exact same maps. The exact same maps for over 10 years, guys. It's the same shit, man. And I really wish Call of Duty would just learn from that. They don't need to fucking bring exosuits wall running. We already had that in we already had that in Titanfall, and that didn't turn out very well, if you ask me. And Advanced Warfare didn't turn out very well in sales either. So just simplify that shit down. Also, another thing that I would really like to see nerfed is equipment. Equipment is at a very, very strong point in Call of Duty right now. In Black Ops 2, if you looked at it, Bouncing Betty shock charges, those were very, very good camping, very, very good camping equipment, and like claymores as well. C4 is actually really good at rushers equipment. You could throw it in a building, clear out a building, and stuff like that. EMP as well. EMP had a huge blast radius, and it also lasted a very long time. It was way, way too good. C4s were also way, way too good. But overall, I really like C4s because you had to get close to someone, you had to throw them and manually detonate them. With the shock charges and Bouncing Betties, they automatically went off, and in turn, they allow somebody to. It allows you to watch your flank pretty much, and sometimes even kill players, which I totally don't agree with. And in Black Ops 3, they actually nerfed the C4 where it has to land on the ground now before you detonate it, which it's just hurting rushers even more. And shock charges and Betties are returning in Black Ops 3, which I'm just flabbergasted that they would bring that back. So I kind of nerf equipment. Flashbangs and concussions are a little too strong in my opinion as well. Kind of nerf that. I would remove riot shields as well, but that's just a different fucking topic. So I'd remove that as well. Now let's talk about some weapon balancing. I know Drifter for a fact wants stronger secondaries, and when I think about a stronger secondary, all I think about is fast hands, fucking snipers that just whip to their secondaries and just mow you down, or overkill. I mean, like, look at Advanced Warfare. I can put on a sniper and an overkill with fast hands with an SMG and just dominate the game. Like, I really can. Like, I can play passive, and then if somebody gets close, I can just switch to that. I feel like strong secondaries and overkill is a pretty big problem in Call of Duty. I know you may or may not think it is, but fast hands and strong secondaries is a big problem. Like, a lot of snipers will whip to their secondaries, and you don't want that. I feel like Black Ops 1 had really good gun balance, except for SMGs being a little weak and shotguns being a little weak. I thought snipers were balanced. I thought ARs were good. LMGs sucked dick. SMGs were pretty good on smaller maps, but they could have probably used a little bit bigger buff. But overall, I really liked where sniping was at. Really, really liked where sniping was at, and I liked where LMGs were. LMGs were shit, and I really, really liked that. It was an AR dominant game, of course, but I don't know. Like, I just don't want the weapon balancing to be like like let's say Call of Duty Ghosts, where it's LMG's AR only, and then or let's say Advanced Warfare either. Like Advanced Warfare and Ghosts, it's both LMG AR dominant games. Let's be real. We haven't had a game. I think Modern Warfare 3 was the last game where SMGs were dominant. And by the way, I kind of lost my train of thought because my headset beeped. So if I just went off topic a little bit, forgive me, guys. Forgive me. And I think that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about is what I would change with Call of Duty. I would also bring in dedicated servers, but we know that's not going to happen. It's going to be peer-to-peer. If I could just keep rambling and rambling, that's really all I wanted to talk about is those things, those topics. And hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video and what I would change. Like I said, I really would like the faster health regeneration, faster reload on the SMG shotgun classes. Weak secondaries, a little bit weaker snipers, nerf the LMGs a little bit more. Also, have something like, something needs to change with the stealth perks. They're fucking ruining the game in my opinion. And maps and flow need to be less vertical, and they need to be a little bit, they need to be like the old maps where people loved, you know what I mean? But anyways guys, that's all I had to talk about today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Peace out, Salve.